how to make an invoice and free invoice template makers to change the way you do business. Hey guys, how's it going? My name is John Acosta from Acosta Productions, and in this Google Hangout, I wanted to show you how you make an invoice for your small business, and even more so, how to stop using those outdated, ridiculously stupid tools like Microsoft Word, Excel, Apple Pages, iWorks, all that crazy, stupid, your dad used to do that stuff. Okay, this is 2015. We need to talk a little bit about upgrading our invoicing system. So that's what we're doing today. And I wanted to show you guys a really cool free invoice template maker that's going to change the way you do your business, or at least bill your business forever. So before we get into it, I do want to just kind of reiterate that using Excel for time tracking is why are you, I mean, if you're doing this now, or you found this video or this Hangout because you Googled that, like how to make a template in Excel, you're already like 10 years behind and you need to catch up, my friend. You need to jump onto something new, something that's going to be, you know, online, cloud-based, and something that's going to help you get paid much faster than you're currently getting paid. So that's what we're talking about today. And if you're still searching for the Excel template, I'm sorry to say this is not for you, and you should probably move on to the next search in Google. All right, but before we get into that, I wanted to cover real quick, who am I and why do I have the authority to tell you this? My name is John Acosta. Again, I'm a video producer with Acosta Productions, and I also run a slew of small businesses, and we invoice all of our clients using the secret cool little tool that I'm going to tell you about today that's really going to help you just completely revolutionize your invoicing system. So make sure to stick around. All right, so the top 3 invoicing options right now that most business owners think they need, and probably one of these that you were searching for or currently are still using, such as Microsoft Word, also Excel, and QuickBooks. All right, you don't need these, and I want to go into why you don't now. So again, just stop. You're pissing Jackie Chan off. Seriously, stop using this. All right, so here are the free tools to help you. And these tools are going to help you create invoices using templates that are already built in. It's going to help you invoice your clients via email and get paid so much faster. You know, now with PayPal and Stripe and all those other online cloud-based payment systems that can connect into these tools, it really is almost impossible not to get paid. You don't have to wait for a check anymore, which is just freaking fantastic. And I can't stress to you how easy it's going to be to have to track your time. And I'm sure if you're an hourly freelancer, this is a huge headache for you, having to write this down on paper, napkin, paper towel, whatever, when you're trying to work, and then forgetting the hours, and then estimating, and then sometimes accidentally maybe ripping off your client. Like, it's not fair to anybody. So time tracking is essential. And again, this tool I'm going to show you today is going to help you out. And finally, this is also going to help you keep up with your expenses and your business financials, which for me personally is one of the biggest headaches that I have, because at the end of the year, the last thing I want to do as a creative is sit down and do numbers and roll through spreadsheets of crap and money that I've already spent and I'm watching go out the window and have to pay to Uncle Sam. It's just not fun. So being able to have a tool that's going to help you keep up with your expenses and business financials is just absolutely incredible. It gives you back hours of your life. And again, it's free. So the tool that I'm talking about is called Freshbooks, and it is a cloud account. Now, I'm not sitting here thinking here. I'm basically selling you the idea that Freshbooks is amazing. Cloud accounting is amazing. But even more so, again, this is a free tool. And I wanted to tell you about it today because I mentor a lot of entrepreneurs, and they don't even know or what this is. They've never heard of it before. They're still, again, using Excel and Word and all the other tools that, you know, are way 1995. So FreshBooks. And if you stick around real quick, I want to also show you guys, I'm going to go through a quick brief overview demo of the site because I have an account with them. And then secondly, I'm going to give you a free code so you can actually get them not free for 30 days because that's the tool, that's the offer they actually give. But there's a nice little hack you can use to use FreshBooks for life free and not have to pay the $20 a month they usually will charge you. All right, so moving in, FreshBooks Pricing, yeah, back on that. They have a free account. And this account allows you to have up to 3 clients. So if you are a freelancer, a contractor who actually only has 3 clients, and you're making that much money, then this is accounts for you, $0 a month. But like I said at the very end, I'm going to go ahead and give you a link that'll let you get free FreshBooks free for life with 3 accounts or 3 clients. Now the next plan up is the seedling account. It's $20 a month, up to 25 clients. And honestly, we can sit here and talk about these, but I'm just going to go ahead and let you go check them out yourself. This platform's amazing, and you can decide which one works best for you. Regardless of which one you sign, excuse me, which one you sign up with, they're going to give you 30 days free anyway. There's no credit card involved. There's no bullshit, so you don't have to worry about that. But again, here's the pricing for FreshBooks so you can get an idea. You actually can't get this online anywhere. They don't have this publicly available, so I thought I'd show it to you guys here, so you can get an idea of what FreshBooks really is, and then also the pricing so you can plan accordingly for any future endeavors. All right, so again, what does FreshBooks do? First, it creates client invoices in minutes, not hours like most of the time you have to take to create an invoice for your client, right? So it basically has the simplistic, nonchalant time entry notes here, the rate, and it all calculates everything on the right here, and then it allows you to see the final balance at the bottom. You can also add taxes depending on where you're from. Any terms you might have for the clients go here. It's really great. And again, we're going to explore that in just a few minutes. You guys keep watching so you can understand A, how to use it, and then B, how to get that code so you can have it free for life. All right, track time for instant client billing. This again is a big one for those freelancers out there. If you're a contractor that works on an hourly basis, like you're writing content, or maybe you're an editor or something of that nature, and you need to keep track of time, this is really great for both parties, for the client, because they can actually see honestly how much you've worked. And then for you, because you don't have to worry about actually tracking your time every hour that goes by, having to sit there and write an hour down and then forgetting an hour. I know when I used to when I used to do hourly, I would forget many hours because the clock would just roll and I would forget when I started. And it just became a really big headache. So having this time tracker, which actually is available on the iPhone and the iPad and any other iOS device, as well as your Mac and PC, it's all cloud-based. This allows you to just hit one button and record your hourly work as you go, which is really great. All right, and finally, you can keep up with expenses and business financials. This is a huge one for me personally, because at the end of the year, I don't like to have to count all this stuff up, and have to go into my bank account and then my other bank account and look through all my numbers, add them all up, export a bunch of crap. It's really annoying. And if you guys stick around, I'm going to show you exactly how to set that up so that all you have to do is push a couple buttons and it's done for you from there. So all you do is hit print at the end of the year, give it to your accountant or your tax guy or whoever, and your tax will be awesome. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and jump into a live demo of FreshBooks. Again, you guys can't access FreshBooks unless you have an account. So stick around real quick. I'm just going to switch screens and show you the inside of FreshBooks, what it looks like, how you can use it, and then also give you a quick code to allow you to have it free for life. All right, so here we go. Okay, I believe we are looking at, yep, FreshBooks Cloud Accounting. I'm logged into my account. This is actually just a shell account I created to give you guys a demo, because I clearly don't want to show you exactly what I'm making or my bank account or anything. But this is a completely blank account that I've created just to give you guys a demo. So what's great about FreshBooks right off the bat is you have the ability to customize it, which is really neat. Then you can log in and you can put you'll see your own logo in the corner. And what's even cooler is when a client, which by the way, can log into their bill to see their bill that you send via email, they'll see your logo when they log in. It makes you look really professional. So if you have 2 clients or 200 clients, this is really how it needs to be done, because having your own logo up there makes you look that much bigger. Fake it till you make it. And thankfully with something like FreshBooks, we can do that for smaller businesses. All right, so I've clicked on the People's tag here, and I just wanted to show you guys here that we have the ability to add clients by name, by address, and all that good stuff. So it's almost like your address book for your clientele. And what I've done here is opened up the client tab so that I can begin to type in information about X client is McDonald's. I don't know why McDonald's would be my client, but whatever. Do they prefer email or snail mail? And also I can change the currency. So whatever country you are in watching this, you have the ability to change it into whatever you like. Stick to US dollars, English, and again, we have a slew of other languages as well, so it's not limited to only English. Snail mail, if they prefer to get mail in the mailbox, paper mail, that's what this is for those of you who aren't familiar with the term. Now for the contact information, this would be my Ronald at McDonald's.com. So this is the contact information of the person that I am working with to create something at McDonald's. 1, 2, 3, blah, blah, blah. So as you get, guys, I can just fill all this information out. And blah, blah, blah. Let's pretend like I filled this all out. And then I can hit save at the bottom to allow FreshBooks to save it into the Rolodex of information and clientele for me to use and bill accordingly. So run a bill for me whenever I feel like it with a couple of clicks. It's really cool. All right, so I'm going to hit save and see if it'll actually let me save with just that info. Yep. Cool. Now, FreshBooks is really cool, too, because they let us, they give us a lot of tips, tool tips that, so when you do something like create a client, it says, all right, great. McDonald's is in your Rolodex. Now you can create an invoice form, you can create an estimate, or whatever. So rather than going this way, I'm going to show you the long way to do it, just because I want to give you, again, an overview. I'm going to go to Invoices here and create our first invoice. And this is where the power really comes in. This is what I love most about FreshBooks. The ability to come into this tab here whenever I want, or whenever I get a new client, for instance, and I need to build them real quick, and to select them right up top. And by doing this, I can instantly have it automatically auto-populate. If I had put Ronald McDonald's email or address there, it would have, put it there, but I didn't. So clearly I failed at this demo, but no worries. That's what would happen is it would fill out all the information about said client. Invoice number, let's not start at 1 because that makes it look stupid. So let's go with whatever that. I can set the date issue to whenever, previous or future. Discount, if I want to give a client a discount, which, a little tidbit of advice, depending on the industry, if you give clients discounts and when they first sign up, it's always a good way to get more clients. So I use this quite religiously when I'm creating a first video for one of my clients. Usually a 5% discount, depending on, of course, what we're charging them for. And here's the cool part. You get to accept credit cards. Now, I have to stop real quick and just say that if this tool doesn't impress you, because let me rewind, a freelancer or a contractor that isn't accepting credit cards, first of all, what the hell's wrong with you? I mean, and I'm hoping you at least use PayPal. But if you aren't accepting credit cards, now you can, and you can do it for free using FreshBooks. It's amazing. Now, of course, there's PayPal and such, and we're going to get into that in a minute, how to connect those. But ultimately, when I send this invoice that I'm going to create to Ronald, he's going to get it in his email. He's going to be able to log in right on his browser, and he's going to be able to punch in his credit card and pay me instantly. Or one of the other, depending on what country you're in, one of the other slew of options that they have to get paid. So it's really, really great. And again, if you're not doing this, if you're sticking to the good old Excel or the good old Word, I wish I could be in front of you to slap you right now because you're way outdated and people are making far more money, far easier, by using this tool or tools like it. Okay. And again, personally, I've seen all of them out there. I've tried quite a few, and I've been using FreshBooks for years now. These guys are just, they've got it. They know what they're doing. So that's why I'm essentially endorsing them tonight. Tasks are really cool because as you make new tasks, like let's say this is a video editing project, right? And the entry notes are 1 10-minute video on hamburger making. Cool. Now, if this were going to be a consistent type of video that I had to make for Ronald every single week or month or whatever, it actually gets saved inside of the tasks in FreshBooks. So it remembers automatically what I've done before, and it lets me just click and then boom, automatically add it in right here. And like I haven't done it yet, but it remembers the rate. So if it's just like, let's say I'm $1,500 an hour, and I'm charging him for 4 hours, then that's going to be $6,000, which is automatically calculated over here like it does in Excel, and shows the final balance down here. And again, like I said earlier, I'm going to give Ronald a 5% because we're old friends. We're good buds. Been hanging with him since I was little. And so here, as we see, a discount of $300. Cool. So yeah, all of the math is done automatically for you. You don't have to program or preset any sort of Excel cells, and you don't have to actually look for a template inside of Excel. It automatically just generates it all for you. All you have to worry about the first time is putting in the tasks and putting in the rate and hour, and that's it. From there, you can literally just select and you're good to go. I'm going to delete this one here, so I'm going to go over to the X, click the X here, boom. All right. What's neat too is you can also combine time entries. And this actually goes a little bit deeper. We don't have that much time tonight to go through all of that, but we're going to talk about that when we get to the time tracking right here. But that'll be in a few minutes, so I'm getting ahead of myself. All right, so let's say the terms must pay upon receiving. If I could spell receiving, I can't spell receiving. Sorry. And then notes visible to client. This is, again, just the terms itself. This would be something like, great to work together. Like, this is, always a motivational thing you want to give your client. And then we're going to go ahead and save this draft. Cool. Now, I don't have to finish it all clearly yet. I'm not going to send it right away, but I do have the ability, if I wanted to download it myself and then email it to them, which I actually like doing using FreshBooks, so I know they got it. But I also, when you click View Invoice, you can see clearly what it looks like. See, so here we have the demo, the sample of the invoice itself. And I'm able to send it right to the email, right to Ronald's email. So he'll get it right in his inbox. And then he can, on the other end, he can click Pay Now, and he can literally just pay it through the email, which is amazing. And then once he's paid, it actually automatically auto-populates all this stuff, which, again, I don't have much time to go into everything like that. But ultimately, just note that you can send these over via email. He can get that email, click send and pay, and then it can be automatically credited into my FreshBooks account, my PayPal account, whatever, and then this will mark, instead of draft, it'll say paid. Pretty amazing stuff. But again, getting ahead of myself, let's move on to the estimates. Now, in a typical workflow in FreshBooks, I personally like to start in the estimates. Met Ronald, and he asked me, hey, I'd like to make a video about hamburgers. Can you make a video or shoot a video in my kitchen about how I make hamburgers? And I'd say, yeah, Ronald, I'll make a video about you making hamburgers. Let me just add my rate of $1,500 an hour, and it's going to take about 5 hours to do. So there's that, and that's how much it's going to cost you. So I'm going to send him this estimate because this is just, it's a good faith estimate. And what I can do at this point is literally just send it to him via email. What happens when he gets that email is Ronald's going to look at the email, say, you know what, that seems fair, or you know what, no, I don't like that price. Back and say, no, I don't like that, or he can say, yeah, sure. And all he has to do at that point is click agree to pay, or I forget exactly what the term is. I think it's agree, and then it'll automatically take this estimate I've created in FreshBooks, and it'll throw it into my invoice section, so that now I know he's accepted, and we are good to go. We are now in business. And now the invoice will take into effect, and we'll be good to go. So again, I'm going to save this draft just because I'm not really going to send this to Ronald. Okay, and so I'm going to go back to invoice here real quick, just so you guys can see how they catalog these things. McDonald's, he's the client name. Again, if I click on this, which is really cool, is it's going to take me into the profile of that. And again, it's under people, client, boom, it automatically shows me Ronald and his company, McDonald's. And it shows me the account standing that he's going to owe me, and then the credit, the amount that he's actually paid. So if we're doing like a 3-tier or a 30 net, a net 30 or 60, whatever owed, I'm going to be making that month or week or whatever. And I can also see how much he's paid currently, so we can consistently be in the know of how much we're making, which is huge for freelancers. I mean, I know you are probably a freelancer yourself, and it's good to know how much you're, first of all, getting paid, and then secondly, how much is owed to you, so you don't forget and nobody gets ripped off. All right. Now, one thing I didn't do is I didn't actually publish this. I just hit draft on the invoice. And so I want to actually publish it so I can show you what it looks like once it's published. So give me a second. Yeah, send my email. See, I don't want to send. The thing is, I rarely even invoice these days. It's my virtual assistant that does this. But again, I love this tool, and this is how I first started out, so I have to show it to you guys tonight. Here's the thing. if you actually scroll your mouse over the invoice number once you're done creating it and you hit save draft, you can mark as sent. Some people don't like to send an email because they just don't. There are some people have email. I don't know. If they don't, you can just mark sent, which will basically tell FreshBooks, all right, it was sent. It was agreed to go. So now if you go to home, FreshBooks will tell you how much right here in a dashboard sense, how much is actually owed to you. The outstanding invoice balance is actually $5,700. And that's how much I'm going to be making, hopefully, as soon as the project's finished and or Ronald decides to pay me. So what's great is as you get more clientele and as you grow your business and you're using something like FreshBooks to track all of this, it shows you month per month, and you can break it down to week per week you are going to make, how much you've already made, and it really just helps you with your whole accounting bullshit. And I just absolutely love that. It's something that we don't have to worry about anymore. All right, going into the expenses, this is cool, and this is actually fairly FreshBooks added the ability to automatically import your bank account information. So like most freelancers or contractors, they have their own separate bank account for their business because they don't want to confuse business with pleasure. And you want to have those two just for tax purposes. So this actually lets you import your bank account information directly into Freshbooks catalog of what you're actually spending. And what's even better, I'm not going to do it here clearly, but what's even better is as you import that information, FreshBooks begins to learn how you're spending money. So it'll actually categorize everything based on travel, based on supplies, based on equipment, whatever it is you need. It's cataloging that for you. So at the end of the year, again, you can just export that file straight over to your account or to your tax guy. It's amazing. Now, I know this sounds a lot like QuickBooks. And for those of you who are just younger and don't know what QuickBooks is, good for you because it's on its way out more than likely. But FreshBooks is essentially the same in that regard. But you don't have to pay hundreds of bucks for it. It's free. All right. And finally, our time tracking. So again, this is just the ability to manually come in and let's say I've created a project, which we didn't go over yet because it's over here, but I can create projects. And let's say I have 4 videos I'm working on this week and I want to track the time for a certain one. I can just come up here and again, choose which one I'm working on and then track that time. However, if I haven't created one like I haven't yet here, I can just click new project and begin to make that inside of FreshBooks right here. Pretty good stuff. Okay, I think the rest is essentially pretty self-explanatory, but are you a quick, they have it all locked out, you kind of have to sign up. And then B, I wanted to show you guys a really cool little tidbit that most people don't tell you when you sign up for FreshBooks and give you a special link that will let you get it free for life. So here's the deal. FreshBooks, again, back to the, let me change screens here. FreshBooks actually lets you have 30 days free regardless of the account that you have with them. Just 30 days free, 100%, which is great. However, if you are loving FreshBooks like I did at first, 3 years ago when I started with them, and you want to keep the free after 30 days, as long as you keep your clients under 3 people, under 3 clientele inside of the FreshBooks catalog, you get free for life. And so that has to be done with a link, and I'm going to give you that link right now. It's also in the description of this video, but right here, jonathanacosta.com/freshbooks. When you use this code, you're able to sign up for free 30 days, and after the 30 days is over, and once expired, as long as you keep 3 people or under 3, you are good to go for life. It's great. And this isn't to say that you shouldn't pay for FreshBooks because it's absolutely worth it. And I pay for the enterprise account myself because we have a lot of clients that we handle. However, for those of you who are just getting started out, you're Googling how to make an invoice. Clearly, you need something to help you get started. And this tool, I guarantee you, is going to change the way you do your business forever and for the better, because the old way of doing business with Excel and Word is just, it's over, it's done. So don't go that route especially if you're just getting started. This is how invoicing will be. This is how the big boys do it. And this is how it's just come to be in general. So take advantage of this while you can, guys. I don't know how long FreshBooks is going to offer this, but go ahead and just use this link here. It's also down at the bottom. It's jonathanacosta.com/invoice template or jonathanacosta.com/freshbooks. All right, guys. Again, my name is John Acosta. I'm a video producer and a content creator, and I love answering questions. So please feel free to leave any questions or comments below. And as always, never stop learning. That's my saying. You wouldn't know that because you don't know me, but you do now. Feel free to follow me on Twitter at the John Acosta. Feel free to subscribe if you liked this, and like it if you learned a couple things today, because I'd really appreciate that. All right, guys. Thanks so much for listening, and I'll talk to you soon.